Hello, you are listening to the OmniTalk Fast 5, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, Trigo, Sezzle, and Silk.
Headline number 2, Ann. Amazon plans to extend Buy with Prime to all merchants. All. Repeat, all.
Yes, they're offering
ALL. Again, according to Retail Dive, Amazon will expand Buy with Prime to all U.S. merchants by January 31st, allowing Prime members to shop on outside websites using their safe checkout details and accessing Prime benefits like free delivery and returns. You will remember the feature launched last year by invitation only in April. God, it was that long ago. That's crazy. Per a company press release, and to coincide with the launch, Amazon also launched Reviews with Amazon, which gives the same merchants the ability to display ratings and reviews from Amazon customers on their own sites for no additional cost. And I know, knowing you went down a rabbit hole on this one for an interview you did with an Axios reporter.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of cool this week.
Yes, Hope King.
Yeah.
Hello.
They knew who to call. Retail influencer, top 100, Axios.
Sure, that's what she searched.
Speed dial. So what's your takeaways here on this?
Okay, so great for customers. Holy cow, is this a great thing if you're a customer shopping across any of the websites on the internet. This is a wonderful thing. You get to have Prime. You get to get packages delivered in return from retailers. I mean, how many times have you, over the course of the last year even, Chris, been like, oh man, I got to get over the shipping threshold for this brand? Has that happened to you? Or are you ordering so much Adidas that they're just like, Chris Walton, you are the VIP customer of the year. You get free shipping forever.
I hate to admit it, but yes, that's kind of true. Yeah, that actually is true.
I love
But I understand what you're talking about.
I love this for the customers. It's super easy checkout. Also, we have to give a little shout out to our friend Nicole Netland, our former Targeteer, whose team has been leading this effort. So congrats, Nicole, on this big launch. But here's what I talked with Axios about and what I have a few questions about that I will try to hit Nicole up next time we have happy hour. Here's what I'll be watching. One, I want to see what retailers jump into this. Right. Because for me, this is almost comparable to like Just Walk Out. Like Just Walk Out got Hudson News. That's a major retailer. They're getting, this community grocery store is launched with Amazon Just Walk Out. So who are the retailers that are going to be bringing this on platform and getting in bed with Amazon? And like so far, I was going to say the mix of brands that they're talking about in the press release was like Trophy Skin, Wise, and Hydrolate, which are brands that, are smaller brands, not familiar with them yet.
Quite smaller.
But when are we going to start to see, and are we going to see some of the enterprise brands?
Yeah.
Second question I have is, how much will this cost retailers, and does it require retailers to be storing product with Amazon? Because especially when you're talking about smaller retailers, that's a shift to operations. And while it is bringing a 25% increase in basket size, does that pencil when you're looking at all the other operational costs of working with Amazon? And finally, this is actually my biggest question around this.
Biggest question.
What happens?
Save the best for last.
What happens with reviews? Okay, because I want to know. Say if I'm Wise and I don't have a page, I'm not selling on the Amazon Marketplace right now. But somebody is selling my Wise products from a third-party seller on Amazon, and they give a bad review on Amazon. Now those reviews are showing up on my WiseOwnBrand.com
they might
site.
have something in to prevent that. Who knows?
But they might. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you're asking
we
the question.
don't know
You're
this
asking
yet.
the question.
But hypothetically, if I'm a retailer, that's something that I want to be thinking about, because the retailers, as far as it says in the press release and the research that we've seen from CNBC and others, sellers cannot control the reviews that are showing up on their websites. So if there's a negative review because I bought something from a third party, will that show up, and will I be held to having that review from somebody that's not my company selling my product? I'm sure they've got that figured out if I know Nicole. But
my hunch they do is, and if anyone listening, I know that we have a lot of Amazon fans. If you can give us the info on that, the 411, that'd be great. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have much to add on this one. I think it's a big move. I like the move specifically for this reason. It takes advantage of economies of scale. It's what Amazon does best. They can do it at a relatively low cost. It just gets them more scale into their operation. Your point about Just Walk Out and licensing that is the same thing. That's what Amazon's really good at. They're good at being the backbone for retail, the infrastructure for retail, which is why I think we're seeing the slowdown and the layoffs in physical retail, because they don't get that. They don't have the muscle memory for that. But they have the muscle memory for this, and they know how to make that money drop to their bottom line by helping others.
Yes. And I think that's so funny. I also love some of the headlines I was reading and researching this story that were like, well, Amazon's laid off a bunch of people, so now they're launching Buy with Prime. Like, dude, Amazon is so far ahead of us. They've been working on this for 2 years at least. Like, it's hilarious that you think that they're just like, well, let's go back into the workshop and figure this out in
You're
2
right.
weeks.
The BS connections that get made in the media reporting are just so funny. Like, just because this happened in the same week as this, there's a connection, right?